Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, it looks like we're looking at yet another company looking to reduce its headcount. We're looking at Bristol Myers, who are looking at 500 plus new layoffs in New Jersey, following an expansion of their cost savings drive. So yet again, we're looking at another company here looking to cut back on costs. We can see that in February, they revealed plans to save $2 billion more on top of a previously disclosed cost-cutting initiative. However, Bristol Myers Squibb is conducting another round of layoffs in the Garden State. So they're going to be laying off 516 workers who report to the company in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, according to New Worker Adjustment and Retaining Notification Act, report filed with the state. So, the move is part of a broader cost-cutting initiative designed to save $2 billion by the end of 2027. They unveiled this plan in February, and it comes on top of a separate $1.5 billion savings initiative the drug maker laid out last April. And that itself is targeting more than 2,000 layoffs. So clearly another company laying off a lot of workers, clearly another company looking to cut back on costs. We're seeing this so much in broad industries, and we'll get to that in a second, but it really is a difficult time to be looking for a job and even to be trying to retain one. So in the latest round of layoffs, BMS aims to continue aligning resources to best support their operating model and portfolio evolution. This is basically what we hear from all of these companies, right? Something along these lines, we're doing it to cut costs, increase efficiency, to create a new company structure, new strategy. And obviously that is somewhat true, but at this point we're seeing this as essentially the standard corporate response. Obviously businesses need to remain competitive if the market is indeed changing. However, to say this is not going to impact people, well, that would be completely wrong. As we're not just looking at job cuts here, we're looking at impacts on real people, real families, and essentially a lot of damage which could be caused from layoffs. So a spokesperson has said, with respect to the 2025 expansion, we expect to realize approximately $2 billion in annual cost savings by the end of 2027, and we remain on track to deliver $1 billion of these savings in this year. Unfortunately, there were some impacts to our employees as a result of these changes, she added, noting that BMS is grateful for the work of its colleagues and plans to help affected employees throughout the transition process. However, they did not comment on the types of roles being affected in Lawrenceville. The company hosts both its local corporate headquarters plus a separate commercial facility that houses employees from BMS's relevant research and development and global product development supply teams. The cuts aren't the first at the Lawrenceville team this year. Back in March, the company disclosed that it was going to be cutting more than 200 jobs in the community, which is situated halfway between Princeton and Trenton. And it also revealed plans to lay off 57 workers at the site in Redwood City, California. Let's just take a minute to think about all of this. Now, like I say, they're looking to save $2 billion, actually an additional 1.5 on top of that. And yes, they are looking to cut costs, but obviously, like I say, this is going to be impacting real people. This comes at a time where so many companies are taking these measures. So many employees are finding it very difficult to find a job and very stressful to try and maintain one. Businesses are just not hiring in the way that they once were. As a matter of fact, they're actually cutting back on staff in a lot of instances. And this is yet another company which is following this practice. Let me know what you think to it in the comments, guys. Do you think it's okay or not? Is this something that we should just expect by now? Or should we really be holding these companies more to account? Let me know what you have to say in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, do give us a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.